Men, you know when you see a beautiful woman that's out of your league and you feel scared? That feeling in your chest, it's called common sense.
Her name is Anissa Nanduala. All right? I'm going to repeat that again. Her name is Anissa Nanduala. Okay? I'm pretty sure I'm pronouncing that right. And her profession is a stand up comedian, as far as I know. Okay? She gets bookings and do little shows, and, we'll see a little of her comedy later and shit. But, you know, this joke rubbed me the wrong way. All right? And I'm gonna tell you the reason why it rubbed me the wrong way and shit. Okay, I'm a Generation Xer and whatnot. I grew up during the '80s. All right, for the most part, my younger years in the fucking '80s, man. And while I was growing up and shit, okay, there was definitely like colorism in our environment and shit, like serious colorism and shit. Right? Light-skinned people were seen a certain way, much different than their polar opposites and shit. But unlike what you would think I would say, especially given, I occupy a very small pocket dimension here on Black YouTube and shit, and the fact that I'm, posting this on my pretty much my ghost town, my ghost town channel and shit, my shadow band, my nuclear winter shadow band channel, the Geek Underground 4. The fact that I'm posting that here is quite opposite, quite adequate, yeah. So this joke, right? This joke that she says, it rubbed me the wrong way and shit, and it's purely because of her. It's because of her skin tone and shit. I'm a black person. I'm black. Okay, I'm medium black. Okay, even in my later years, I'm much lighter than she is. And I remember when I was a kid, every time I would see an extremely dark skinned black girl or woman, they always had this big ass stick up in their ass. Big as a redwood about their fucking color and shit. And, because they had this stick in their ass, they acted like fucking Klingons and shit. They were just insufferable a lot of times and shit. Even if they were a beautiful woman that was, blue black and shit, okay? I see a lot of really beautiful, blue black shoe, kiwi shoe polish colored motherfuckers, okay? And they always had this attitude and shit. But like one thing that we don't talk about is that a lot of these motherfuckers, they was the ones doing this colorism shit. They fucking with people and shit, and being general assholes and shit. I used to have a friend when I was like my last couple of years of high school. I used to have a friend, a associate or whatever the fuck. He was black as fuck, and people used to say that shit all the time. People used to say that shit all the time, man. Calling him a black motherfucker, this, that, and the other. Spooky nigga, and, just fuck with him and shit. But his attitude, he never tripped out about being dark as fuck and shit. He never tripped out. He had the pink lips and everything, the big white teeth, all that shit, okay? Go to Africa and, disappear in the crowd shit, Alright? Then we come to these fucking females. And this colorism bullshit about how they hate light-skinned women's and yellows women's and shit, And I didn't grow up in no fucking Atlanta, no boule, haven like that and shit. But this joke rubbed me so the wrong way and shit because like this bitch is fucked off. Okay, she is the epitome of a caricature that like a lot of racist people use and shit. Like she's like a literal, I hate to say it, call it Sambo or something, but like the joke rubbed me the wrong way and shit. And I went and looked at some of her little skits and shit, and I didn't laugh once. I didn't laugh once and shit. She talks about. I don't know. I don't know what the deal is with Anissa Nanduala. Okay, I don't know what the deal is, man. But I want to tell you, honey. Man, I took a look at your stand-up. I didn't laugh once. I did not fucking laugh once. This is an African person. I think she lives in Australia. So she's an immigrant too. She got ass over there. Now I don't think she was that. I don't think they thought her. None of her material will probably work in Africa or over here in the slave quarters. Okay. I don't think any of that material work at length and shit. No, when I even seen her, saw her getting heckled and shit by a white woman off screen, who said some extremely racist shit to her. She just soldiered right through it. And I saw it and shit. Your joke rubbed me the wrong way. okay, you're not gonna be selected, shit, okay? Even amongst other black people and shit, they're gonna look for a black woman, even one with your skin tone with different attributes and shit. You know, hopefully different behavior and shit. You know, my work here is for naught. I'm sorry and shit, man. Like, you know, I saw this shit on another content creator's channel, and he said that she looked like Whoopi Goldberg from The Color Purple, like the first Color Purple, not that money grab remake they're making. That should be burnt along with the original. Yeah, I do see similarities between her and Whoopi Goldberg, but she doesn't have 1/5 of 1% of Whoopi Goldberg's talent in her heyday. And you know, I can be honest and shit. At one point in my life, my young life in the '80s, for some reason I thought Whoopi Goldberg was a dude. Yeah, so you know, I don't know if Anissa Nanduella really thinks that she's a beautiful woman or anything. I ain't tripping on her. You know how she feels about herself or her how she identifies any of that bullshit. You know, her body positive image or not. I'm not tripping on it. But when I looked at her and I looked her up and down and shit, because every time I hear a bitch talking about shit like this and tripping on a guy, every time I hear that, I go tiptoeing through social media and the, you know, the black sectors of that. You know, so I went tiptoeing through this shit and took a good look at her. And if she ever gets any play, there's really, because from what I can see, only one reason why she gets any play from any dude, you know, if that's what she's into. All right, I didn't see no rainbow on her. She ain't as far as I know, Anissa and Nanduella is not a member of the Skittles Mafia and shit. So we're gonna assume she's hetero. Okay, we're gonna assume she's on the straight and narrow, much too narrow, because her career is gonna fall off probably 15 minutes from when I post this. It's only one freaking reason. And honey, it's not your beauty, okay? It's your booty, okay? It's your booty. There's only one reason you get any play, okay? Check the screen, biatch.
How long have you two been together?
We've been together, about 7 years? Married for
Almost 12 months.
Oh, been together for 7. We'll clap for him later. Can I see your shoes? Oh, he's comfortable.
Ex-boyfriend used to say, "You're so beautiful. How can you be with me?" Dating ugly men is my version of self-harm.
I'm in the bad game with these Republican bitches. They fucked me in college, so now they had to pay the cost to be the boss. I was trolling all of you honkies the whole motherfucking time. I want reparations so that I can get a BBL and get me some BBC. Officer Tatum has a microscopic cock. Or shizzle my nizzle biatch.
This message has been paid for by the Dusties. Yes, the niggas you love to hate.